Good morning.
Hey, yo, what the?
10K.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of the Tuesday, what do we call it, 10K Rundown?
The 10K rundown.
This is a 10K Rundown. I know that we have like 4 different episodes of 10K TV going on. Might be a little confusing. Never really thought of that. Maybe thought of it too late. Here we are, though. By the way, these hats, guys, these fucking hats, these 97 throwback hats. The throwback game is on right now, which we'll be watching.
Wait, is it a throwback night, though?
It is.
Oh, yeah.
They're wearing the jerseys, Jay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't know that.
They're,
I know the one last week was. I forgot when all the throwback games were. To be
Last
honest
game
with
of a big homestand by the the Nashville Predators.
you. Predators.
Did you see? So this is what I was gonna bring up, but I was like, I gotta say it once we start recording. Did you guys see the Predators did some sort of like alumni type night too, and they showed like 3 guys who used to play on the team, and the caption of the photo was "Predators for life."
Yeah. The name is starting to bite him in the ass a little bit. I mean, it was a cool name. The logo is awesome, but now when you start incorporating that name into a lot of different things, it doesn't look good.
It's just we get what you're saying.
I mean,
But
yeah.
the thought is always going to be there with a name like Nashville Predators. Anyways, these hats, folks, with our friends at Northern Lids, on sale right now, 10ktakesmn.com on our website. We got like 60 of them. Once they're gone forever. The 97 design with the wild throwback classic jersey. So make sure to get those. Also, folks, if you're going to Wild Games, Captain's Patch, our beer, Captain's Patch, Raspberry Lemon Shandy, sold in sections 105, 115, C13 at the XL. Well, fuck me. It's never going to. It's at the XL Energy Center, okay?
Yeah, they still do the XO Energy Power Play.
Which,
Yeah.
okay, explain that to me. I don't.
Well, no, because they're still a sponsor.
Oh,
They're still a
okay.
sponsor.
Okay.
Like they can, I mean, the Grand Casino Arena, like teams can offer sponsorship packages for different things, like the Power Play, which as stupid as that is, to make money. And
How much do you think you got to pay a year for the power play?
I mean, not as much as the naming rights, but
Yeah.
I mean, I would say it's a pretty penny. I mean,
What do you think is the cheapest sponsorship available in the stadium? I've always wondered that. Like,
I don't know on the boards, but I feel like not the
those
boards.
got to be expensive too.
Man, we got to go to a game and see all the activation.
Probably the
they
ads
have.
and the urinals. From,
Yeah, the right behind the.
those get a lot of
Pistons.
traffic too.
Yeah, so you got to think of what gets the least traffic. I don't know.
Maybe the Zamboni because everyone's getting up and walking around, but
Yeah.
not sponsoring the whole Zamboni.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question.
Well, yeah. Anyways, guys, get Captain's Patch our beer. Thank you to everyone who's been drinking it at the games. Make sure to put it on your story. Tweet us at it. Tweet it at us. Tag us. Whole 9 yards. You know what? People say Shandy is only good in the winter. I say fuck them.
Yep. We've said this a million fucking times.
Jake, you don't have to lower your voice when you swear.
I know. I'm
not
still
in
acting like I'm at my parents'
house.
house.
Sarge, the early days when we did back when it was the Minnesota rundown, Jake would be about to say something like inappropriate, and when he was living in his parents' house, and he'd be like, "I told him the fucking." He'd have to like lower his voice.
And even though like my parents wouldn't even care or probably don't even hear me, even if I did scream, I would just get paranoid about it. But to go back to my initial thought, Lightning Kugels fucked that up with calling their beer summer shandy. So now everybody thinks a shandy can only be enjoyed in the summer. No, we got to end the shandy stigma. It can be enjoyed all year long, including our beer. They do taste amazing at Wild Games.
Yeah.
They really do. And if they're losing like they were on Thursday when I was at my first Wild Game of the year, that Captain's Patch went down very nice. It calmed me down. So I didn't have to go into a crazy rant after the game. But even if you're winning, then it makes you feel even better. So either way, it's a win-win-win situation.
And you got it on tap too, right? In the club level, yeah. C13. I think anyone can actually go to the club level, right?
Yeah.
It's obviously can't like go sit down.
No, so yeah, I don't think they. Well, no, they do check your ticket. I think on the way up the escalator, I believe.
But what if you're coming
At the
down the
beginning,
escalator? Not that we condone sneaking into unauthorized areas of the G spot.
Sure, but
yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. If anyone can go up to the club level, but that C13, it's self pour. I think it's C13, right?
Yeah.
It's self pour. It's perfect, and it's great.
You just do it yourself.
You can,
and you don't have to leave a tip.
Exactly. It's great.
Because you did the work.
Yeah, exactly. I need a tip, damn it.
Tip
I know,
yourself.
it's really good. Yeah, I want to tip myself.
All right, well, let's start with the Vikes. They have seemingly roped us back in.
Mm-hmm.
We on this show very incorrectly predicted the rest of the season, which anything can happen. But who would have thought that not starting a broken Carson Wentz would actually result in the win?
I'm still kind of at a loss for I just didn't expect for the best in that game at all. Going into Detroit, we were beaten up. Our defense, nothing has looked great about the team, but I don't know. Maybe Van Ginkel is kind of the answer too, as well.
I think
He
it's
came
time
back,
to pull the Cashman stat, but for Van Ginkel.
Yeah, I mean they only gave up 300 yards of offense pretty much. They just pressured the living hell out of Jared Goff.
Gibbs only had 27 yards or something.
Which my fantasy side of me was really upset about, but it's fandom over fantasy in the end,
Absolutely,
right?
Jay.
I hate when people get, even when they are Vikings fans, are like, well, no, I want this guy to go off. Like, no, I am happy in the end. But yeah, we stopped Jahmyr Gibbs, a guy who's been putting up, I've been following him all year because he's on my fantasy team. This guy has been getting like 30 points every single game, him and David Montgomery, and we just shut him down. And J.J. McCarthy, I know, didn't have a lot of yards, but he did everything he needed to do to help us win that game, especially at the end. Like Jalen Naylor, that was his only catch of the game, I think.
Huge.
And it was the biggest catch of the game.
And when he starts running in the red zone, he just he becomes like a dog on the street. Is that what he said?
Like,
He just
yeah.
he tunnel visions and he finds a way to the end zone.
Well, that one big touchdown, I think
Yeah.
that was the. Yeah,
Remember, he had
essentially the
the
go-ahead.
same touchdown like that against the Bears, where it was like the go-ahead touchdown. He drops back, runs up in the pocket, dances his way all the way to the end zone by himself. It's pretty sweet. He did attempt to gritty. You saw that.
He did try to, but good for him.
Looked whiter than me somehow. Not as bad as Cam.
No, but you know
least.
what? You need your quarterback. I mean, we saw he's a white quarterback. He needs to do white quarterback things, and that's trying to do the gritty in a very awkward way. Like, I remember Kirk never really tried the gritty, but he tried doing these weird, we saw Kirk obviously do awkward stuff, so now it's just carried over to McCarthy to do more awkward stuff when he scores and does good plays, so I'm all for it. But yeah, I was, after only seeing J.J. McCarthy only technically play one good quarter and having played for what feels like it probably about 2 months, it's just crazy that he went out there and played a consistent game for 4 quarters. He missed some guys. He underthrew the ball, threw behind some guys a couple times, but that's
Yeah.
going to happen. He's a little rusty. This is his first year playing in the league, but he made the throws he needed to make, and the Wild scored, by the way. Or no, that's
That's
highlight.
again
Damn it.
the highlight against the
Gosh, they tricked
the
me.
Vancouver Canucks. Chick.
I just took a look up really quick, and that also would have didn't make sense. 'Cause
We gotta wait till the puck drops because
Damn it.
I'm getting distracted too.
Yeah, my bad.
Did you guys see? Well, the funny thing was going back to the Wentz thing. Finally, did you see the AI generated video where Carson Wentz is laying in the hospital bed and his shoulders all taped up?
Yeah, he's
And
like
cut-
smiling.
Pans to KOC and KOC's like, "How you doing, Carson?" And he goes, "Fine, coach." He goes, "Good."
Yeah,
So you're gonna play on Sunday or what?
yeah. Making fun of him like he's just bedridden.
And then there
basically on
was
his
like
deathbed.
a fake quote graphic of KOC being like, "I don't believe Carson Wentz is done playing football.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the last one we see even this year." And he's like, he's actually going to be starting on Sunday.
Yeah. And I wonder how many people actually believe that. Which
Well, it
would
was
be
on
funny.
Facebook, so probably a lot of people.
Yep, in the Vikings group chats, everybody named Bob and Dan believe that. Seriously. And maybe a couple Karen and Cheryl's.
Speaking of Facebook, I saw
Facebook's
another
nuts.
bad one today. It's a wild one. It is obviously it's all text. Like we mentioned, it's those big photos with text.
Yep.
And where the hell is it now? I took a screenshot. Okay, so this is from Rob A. Ray, and he looks exactly like what you think he'd look like. With Fiala, we had 2 TWO top scoring. Okay, actually, that's the right 2
Yeah, it
top
is.
scoring lines. Without him, we have 1. Faber is great, but we need an offensive wing more than an offensive defenseman. And then the caption of this was, the trade had nothing to do with anything except Guerin, spelled with 2 R's. Didn't like him.
How did they spell accept? Did they spell the right word of accept, or was it like accepted accept?
No, it was accept.
Okay.
So you got
but still
I thought I was really hoping the TWO was supposed
Yeah.
to be TOO.
TO or TOO.
But it spells Garen wrong. It's like, anyways, the people on Facebook are the ones who post that. But the defense, they looked like themselves again. We mentioned Van Ginkel back was huge, but that's like what we expect out of the Vikings defense.
Yeah, they were actually pressuring and getting to the quarterback. Like before this, it's like Jalen Hurts was just dancing around when we were playing him, and we should have won that game. He was just dancing around in the pocket, can't get to him. And I know Jalen Hurts is more mobile than a Jared Goff, but still, like we didn't pressure or collapse the pocket like we did.
Eric Wilson,
Lions.
fucking dog.
Yeah, like what,
Dude,
2 or
that
3
guy has
sacks?
like 2 sacks every game, 5 tackles.
It was just nuts. It was just so satisfying to watch that. Just get into the quarterback right up there and get Goff off his game.
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
Did you guys see Eric Kendricks shout him out on his
No.
page?
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he shout out Wilson.
Really awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Like,
good.
kinda played.
He is good.
And we also, speaking of defense, more defense, we had Amik Robinson on the Lions just giving it to Justin Jefferson, which was so dumb because this is like, what, a drive after Justin Jefferson goes over the top of him and catches one in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah.
But then what made it better was Amik Robinson responds to it on Twitter saying, "Y'all trolling in the comments. I did this shit after I strapped him on a crucial 3rd down stop. That one catch was way earlier. LOL. I'ma compete till the end. MFs will take my confidence no matter who you is." Okay, like, I'm
Okay.
sorry, if you're going to like try to put out a serious defense of why you shouldn't be getting clowned for trolling a guy after he gets a touchdown on you, then you got to at least spell some stuff right.
And not look like he had a stroke. I'm trying
I'm
to type
gonna
that.
see him again. Handshake emoji.
Yeah.
And there were so many funny responses to that. But yeah, like everyone was playing. Everyone played well. Like Addison had a great day. Jettas had a good day. Hawkinson had a touchdown. Aaron Jones got hurt again, which sucks because he was actually having a pretty good game
doing a great
until
game.
the
Yeah,
until
he
the
was.
injury.
That's the biggest thing is he was actually looking good. And I forgot before someone pointed out that this was, the first game with Jordan Addison and J.J. McCarthy. And look what happened. So he had more options to throw to versus the first 2 games when he played. So I think that helps as well. But it was very relieving
Yeah.
to see this team come out there, especially defensively. Just
Naylor played well. Like,
Yeah.
I can't think of a player. Like, Reichard made both the field goals
Yeah.
he needed to make. I can't think of a player that was bad.
no, it was all
Ryan Wright was thick
yeah.
boy. He had a punt out of the back of the end zone. Those are always terrifying. When he's like backed up, his heels are on the line.
Yep.
You're like, what if he just doesn't catch it?
That's what I was
goes
scared.
out of the end zone.
Yeah, right. Oh man, no, it was all scary. I was really curious. I was really upset about the interception call. I mean, who had
Yeah,
that
the
ball
50-50
strapped?
ball. I don't
strapped-
know.
Well, who was that? Was that Naylor?
Naylor and
Number 6.
Yeah, but
one of the guys with the green dildo fucking
yeah, fuck him.
mouth guards.
Yeah, idiot. But all from my perspective, like I swear the Vikings had a similar play like last year, a couple years ago, that was ruled a catch. And we were on the defense. I thought I saw Naylor have the ball secured to the side of his thigh,
Yeah.
and knees go down, rolls over, and the guy just takes it away after. I thought he secured the catch to the side of his thigh. If anything, I'm like, oh, that's an incomplete pass, and they call that an interception. Or that's a tie.
Well, the tie should, and they
Go to the
say the tie
receiver.
goes to the receiver.
Yeah, so that didn't. I still would like an explanation on that. I didn't think that was an interception. If anything, incomplete. I
Maybe
didn't
he
understand
had 25% possession and the other guy had 75, but still, that's still a tie. As long as he has his hands on the ball, how is it not a tie?
He had a hand on the ball on his thigh, and then both his knees touch the ground, and then he rolls over, and the Lions defender grabs it from him, and they call it an interception. I didn't like that call at all. That didn't make sense.
Nothing about that didn't sound sexual. By
No,
the way. You
no,
just said
nothing.
He had one ball. He had the ball to his thigh.
He had the ball to his thigh.
Knees. He rolled over, and the Lions guy grabbed it.
Yeah.
That's literally what you just said.
His hands
Dude.
are meant to caress.
Oh, you're
the
like-
ball,
you're like
that color guy,
Charles Barkley.
or Charles Barkley.
When you got guys banging you,
yeah.
he's like, "Oh, come on, Shaq."
Dude, that was a pretty good impression there, boss
yeah.
man.
We got yeah.
I knew pretty good Southern accent.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
A real good Southern draw.
Or I was thinking of what's that guy's name? Was it Brandon Hinchin, the guy that was on the
Yeah, when he
call of
said-
Clay Matvick?
Yeah.
And he literally was like, he's throwing it at his shoulders. Your shoulders aren't meant to catch the ball. You gotta throw them to the hands. Your hands are meant to catch the ball. They're soft and they're tender and meant to caress the ball. And then he said, "This is his words, not mine."
Yes.
That's kind of
Good
gay.
way to pref. Yeah, he called it
But
gay.
hey. And then there was like a long 10-second silence, and then all of a sudden you hear Clay Matvick, 4th down and 9.
Oh, so good.
Just you can look up the video. I think it's just 4th down
Yeah,
and 9
Jake.
or Brandon Hinchin or whatever.
I was waiting for you to like stop making it sound sexual, but it just kept going, and you had no idea.
It was like that.
Amazing. Or like
Yeah.
John Madden used to be famous for drawing penises on
Yeah.
the screen.
Now you got a guy right here and a guy right here. You got a draw right
I think
here.
Romo has also drawn a lot of cocks unintentionally.
They just there might be something they're trying to tell us, and through their color analyzing.
I also got to give a shout out to our guy Sarge for streaming the game by himself.
Hell yeah, dude.
On Sunday.
Oh man.
And he posted the video of him. So what was the plan with the overalls and the hat, the hard hat?
Going to work, blue collar night, and JJ and I had the same mentality.
Okay.
Good. Going
Yeah.
to Michigan. blue
Dog on the
collar?
street.
Dog, yeah.
Dog on the streets of Michigan.
That is the first time I've worn my old hard hat since 2011 when I was a laborer for McGough Construction.
You shouldn't be.
And then
You
he
shouldn't be shouting. Well, you don't work for him anymore.
Well,
but
that's his
you
uncle.
shouldn't
It's
be
his
saying
uncle's
the
company.
yeah,
You can do
yeah.
it.
It's family. Company.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's free advertising.
Free advertising. We're
That's
good
true.
now.
No, and then he posted a video on the 10K channel of him like air humping
Yeah.
to Vangabus, and then Andrew Zendejo commented on it with a laughing emojis.
Yeah. Oh man, that's so
Amazing.
funny.
Amazing
The
sequence.
bus is coming.
Only other thing I had, I mean, I obviously mentioned we were very wrong on our prediction that we were going to get killed. Last thing, just football related. Did you guys see that Tom Brady cloned his dog?
Yeah.
What?
What's that about?
Whoa, you can do that?
Apparently, well,
If you're Tom Brady, you could do it.
if you're Tom Brady, you have the money to do that. At some point, I'm like, is he going to start cloning his kids?
Are we sure he's not a clone of
Or-
himself?
yeah. What?
Whoa.
Well, yeah. If he cloned his dog and the money he has, what's stopping him from cloning anything else?
Once again, Tony Hinchcliffe's words, not mine. He did say Tom Brady did look like a gay version of Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He might be.
Yeah.
He
He
might be
he
two
might
of
be
them.
onto something.
There might be one of them that's still playing football.
Maybe
because he
Tom
loves it so
Brady
much.
actually died like
Yeah.
10 or 15 years ago, like the Avril Lavigne
Killed
conspiracy.
himself when he had to stop playing football because that's all he wanted. So
Yep.
he cloned himself, and that clone is
Or-
living a normal life.
Or no, maybe because they were saying like he wasn't even drafted, right? Or he was one of the lower draft picks, and he was like
Mr.
the diamond in the
Irrelevant,
rough.
yeah.
Mr. Irrelevant, and he was killed by Bill Belichick, the real version of Tom Brady, in like 2003, and they somehow
Yeah.
Robert Kraft and him have a lab somewhere that
Oh,
that-
Kraft had to be involved
Yeah.
in this cloning. He was
Kraft
prob-
created
You guys are
some sort of
missing
clone of Tom Brady.
Hernandez killed him.
Yeah,
He
right.
might have.
Hernandez might have killed him, and
Well,
they
he
had to
killed him.
clone Tom Brady.
Yeah.
This is some
It
deep
is
shit
it
here.
is crazy that so I don't know the full story, but at first I thought they were just announcing that his dog passed away, but then they said his current dog is a cloned version of his dog that passed away 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's maybe the weirdest story in sports this week.
Yeah, that was really bizarre when I saw that. I'm like, but also not surprising, but
Not
also very
surprising.
weird, but not surprising that it's
He's
Tom Brady.
testing this out so he can eventually clone himself and keep living, right?
Yeah,
Like,
oh, for sure. And then transfer consciousness to that young body
yeah.
and just keep playing over and over again
Yeah.
and fuck over every NFL team
Yeah,
for
just
generations
play
to come.
football forever.
Yep. Oh, man.
All right, you guys want to talk about the Twins?
Sure.
The Twins got their guy.
Got their guy?
Twins got their guy.
They got their guy. I don't know why
Eric
this makes him their
Shelton.
guy, but
He's
this is
the
their
answer.
guy.
He's the answer. It's like putting a fucking Band-Aid over a bullet hole. I do feel bad for Derek Shelton in all of this because it could have been anybody. It could have been Aaron Boone. and
Yeah.
we're not going to get excited.
And he, no, exactly. I mean, the way this team is turning out to be, whoever's coming in here, it's almost a death sentence.
They got their guy.
Hey, they got their guy. I saw comments already. There's already just so many comments, just so negative. And I feel
yeah.
bad because his family's here and everything. You know, this is a great gig. You know, you're working in the majors, whatever. But I just saw like one of the top comments I saw was, "Oh, look, it's the future ex-Twins manager."
Yeah.
Or it's the Twins' future ex-manager.
Well, and he already is an ex-coach of the team. He was our bench coach. He was a bench
was a
coach
bench
from
coach in
2018 to 2019.
2 seasons, yes.
And then he
So,
proceeded to go to Pittsburgh, where he had 5 losing seasons in a row.
Don't know why he lasted that long in Pittsburgh. To be honest with you, he had a lot of 60-win seasons for Pittsburgh. Maybe that was better than 40 what they had before he came in. So
Derek Falvey said about the candidate he wanted someone who quote unquote would focus on fundamentals.
Okay.
So that is maybe the first role of a coach.
Right, but
to ensure the players stick to fundamentals.
But when they're in Major League Baseball, shouldn't they have the fundamentals down?
You would think
so. It comes down to just building a roster that you can manage from a mental side of things, maybe tweak some
having
things.
more than 2 starting pitchers, maybe some relievers that you don't trade to Toronto.
Maybe some names that we can actually identify and familiarize ourselves with. They're just names of relievers like, who is this guy pitching? Who's this guy pitching?
Maybe a center
Who's this guy
fielder.
pitching? Yeah.
Maybe a first baseman.
I don't know. I guess we'll see if the fundamentals work out next year for the Twins. But we got our guy, I guess.
He had his press conference today, like his intro press conference.
Yeah.
He already looked sleep deprived. He had massive bags under his eyes. Mm-hmm. He's already stressed out, and the season doesn't start for another
100 days.
Yeah, like 6 months.
He's already
not
aged.
Quite 6. Technically, spring training starts in February. Fucking enjoy the time now because it's gonna be bad, and you're gonna get blamed by some people, not by us, because, like I mentioned, I mean, until the team is sold, who cares? But it is funny that like they're trying to make a big deal of this coaching signing or manager signing. It does not matter who you put there.
It really doesn't.
We're cooked either way.
With the way the ownership is laid out, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. And I feel bad for Derek Shelton.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't. He's an absolute scapegoat.
Mm-hmm.
I think at this point they want to lose. Mm-hmm. So what's the value of losing as much as possible?
Getting a high draft pick, but I mean,
doesn't that lower the value of the franchise, which ultimately means
does.
they will sell? They have to sell for less.
Maybe that's what they're trying to do, or I don't know.
They should.
I guess I don't know their plan.
They should sell the team during Black Friday.
Yeah. Can you run like a deal?
Yeah.
The Major League Baseball deal, like 50% off, or you buy this team, you get half a team free, or I don't know. Get some sort of deal going.
Our 2 ideas have been sell the team during Black Friday and hire AI to run the team.
Yeah.
Not too bad ideas.
That might be the best ideas we have to help this team win a World Series.
When they inevitably fire Shelton in like August, they need to do the co-pilot idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're the interim bench coach is co-pilot or ChatGPT.
The hitting coach.
Mm-hmm.
Swing like God, it's so sad. Sarge, for the next Hawks Wild game, let's do a bet where the loser has to sit and watch every single regular playoff season game or at every regular season game of the Twins season next year.
I watched 120 this year. It was brutal.
How have your eyes not disintegrated yet?
Dude, I don't know, man. It was really difficult, but I love the Twins.
But June was really fun.
Yeah,
June was a blast.
Yeah.
Which sucks because I think they had that in them.
Yeah. Or May when they had that 13-game winning streak.
That's something in May. And June was bad.
Yeah.
May was really good though.
Mm-hmm. May was a good month.
We were in a playoff spot at that point, which I know it's so early, but
and we were like a week before the trade deadline, they were still only like 4.5 games out of a wild card spot.
Dude, they were in it.
And then they sold the team. I mean, they lost to a really bad. I think they got swept at home to a really bad Nationals team, but still. You sold the team, and when you were like 5 games out of a wild card.
Look at what Louis Varland did, by the way. How about that?
Yeah.
Made it
all the way.
World Series, Game 7.
Which was incredible, by the way.
Really
That was
well
so
in the
fun.
Playoffs. Didn't we had someone else? Was Ty France on that team too?
Yeah, he was too. But Louis had the most ever appearances in in the playoffs with 15.
Wow.
Or 16, I think.
What does that say?
He's really fucking good.
He was league minimum contract.
Yeah, we weren't paying a lot.
So
that was
stupid,
just a
dude.
dump off a guy.
So stupid.
Which was really dumb.
So unfortunate.
Yep.
All right,
Pathetic.
that's probably enough of that, right? Just
Probably
sell
enough.
the team.
Sell the team.
Sell the team.
Sell the team. I'm sorry, Derek Sheldon. You're going to get a lot. You're not going to get all the blame, but you're going to get some, probably.
You're
There's
just
still going to be the
gonna get
baseball hardos who are like, we didn't manage the pitching well at the end of the ninth. And it's like, okay.
He doesn't manage the pitching good. He doesn't manage the fielders good. Doesn't manage the relievers good. His lineup sucks. This guy should be batting 6th instead of 3rd. Like, there's going to be those.
At the end of the
people,
day,
those really hardos.
The house is built on a bad foundation. It doesn't matter what he does with the furniture. All right.
Yep.
All right. Go for football. Kind of a slightly less depressing topic,
it is.
but they beat Michigan State in overtime. They now go to 6-0 at home. So question
Yep.
for you, Jake. Is PJ the best home coach or the worst road coach?
I mean, it's a good question. I would just take the high road and say he's the best home coach at this point. I mean, he has won on the road in the past, not this year though.
Nope.
0-3 on the road, but I would just say he's the best home coach right now, and we're gonna run with that. And no more negativity around PJ Fleck. I feel like we're on a roller coaster now of emotions with this Gopher football team.
With the Vikings too.
With the Vikings.
There's no two games that are the same, that feel the same.
No.
And it's fun, but it's also like, what the fuck? Not that I think this was a great game at all.
No.
Like they go up early, they should have laid on the gas, but they just continued to just let Michigan State get humongous chunk runs, which was frustrating. Now, they did win the game. That's great and dandy, but some of the bad things you've seen the last few weeks started to come out, especially in the second half.
Yeah, they only scored 7 points, I think, in the second half, and it was that final 2-minute drill drive from Drake Lindsey, which was incredible, by the way, to tie it up.
To bring it to overtime.
And mind you, this was the first overtime game at TCF/Huntington Bank Stadium history.
What?
And yeah.
That really?
Yeah, it was the first overtime game at that stadium in stadium history.
How is that possible?
In 16 years, yeah, there has never been an overtime game.
How was it?
Which, thinking back, having been to almost every single game at that stadium, I'm like, you know what? There hasn't. There's been some games that have been brutally close, but never been an OT game. So I've never witnessed a college football. A lot of us haven't witnessed a college football overtime in person.
Yeah.
It felt weird that we had extra football like that, but it was awesome. And I know Michigan State was 0-5, and people were saying, oh, they're 0-5, they're 0-5, blah, 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 blah. You know what? But to come over that adversity, have that 2-minute drive and win. I mean, Michigan State had a game plan. They don't want to go 0-6.
No.
They see Minnesota as a winnable game, and they came in and
after we just
put
got
everything on the line.
Throat fucked by Iowa last week.
They're like, we're going to get a win. We're going to walk away from Minneapolis 1-5.
Yeah.
Which is still an awful record, by the way. But better than 0-6, and they had a game plan, and we ultimately came out on top, and a win is a win, and a win is a win.
You got to win the game. You got to win the games you should win. Doesn't matter by how much or how. A win's a win. You went 1-0 this week.
And now we're 1-0 in the Michigan State season.
We're bowl eligible.
Now we're 0-0 in the bye week season. We're gonna win the bye week.
Yeah, we get a second bye week. We're already undefeated in the bye week.
Yeah, we're gonna be 2-0 against
PJ
bye
said
weeks.
we won the bye week.
So technically we're 8-3.
Yep.
Overall.
Yep.
You can't add that to the conference record because it's and then you got the Oregon season next Friday night.
The Oregon game
in Oregon.
I was gonna ask you if those big games are at home.
So it goes Oregon, and then it's
Northwestern.
at Northwestern at Wrigley Field, which we'll be in attendance at, and then it is at Wisconsin the week of Thanksgiving.
No,
for
I
the
think it's
final.
here.
Or, sorry, here,
isn't it?
Against Wisconsin. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Final home game. We only have one home game of the year. How sad is that?
We've already had 6.
Yeah.
Because we play 7. I think you play 7 every year, so we're already at 6 down, 1 to go. It's crazy how fast the season is going by, but yeah, it's gonna be if they can beat Oregon, you never know what can happen. Playoff bound? No, that's probably not gonna happen.
It's done. Jake.
It's done. The playoff hope is done. But
the Big Ten championship is looking like it's gonna be Ohio State and Indiana. So at this point, I hope you get a good bowl game against a favorable opponent, and then PJ goes undefeated in bowl games, and the haters keep whining, and this is just our existence forever.
Yeah,
like,
this is
not good enough to beat Iowa.
No,
but good enough to beat a lot of other teams that
bottom feeder teams, maybe mid-tier teams, here and there. We're 4-2 in the Big Ten. We're 6-3. We're bowl eligible. But we just got to keep winning so we don't go into that quick lane bowl.
Yep.
We don't want that again.
Well, we've already.
Do you want a Duke's Mayo Bowl again?
We could run that back.
We
That
could
was
run
fun.
it back. That's an okay bowl, but I would like to improve on that. If we were to hypothetically win out, we would probably get into a decent bowl game because you would have beat Oregon.
It's hard to
so.
rank the silly bowl game names in terms of their good of a game. Like, how do you? What's a bowl game where you walk away and you're like, that was a really good hard fought win against like a good team? I feel like the last one was when we beat Auburn. Was that 2020?
Bo Nix.
Yeah,
we beat Bo Nix. That was the Outback Bowl. That's a pretty prominent bowl.
But it's funny because all these sponsorships, it's hard to like say that was a really good accomplishment when it's Outback Steakhouse.
Outback Steakhouse Bowl,
or like that was a really good win in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. It was the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Even like the Peach Bowl, it's like the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl or the the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl.
That's not serious at all.
That just doesn't sound
The
like
players prepare. They play a hard game. They beat a good team. And that's the legacy, and that's what sucks about it. But
they have like something blah 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 lawn care bowl.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like it's a prominent bowl. It's like we won this lawn care bowl.
Louisiana fried chicken,
Yeah.
deep fried bowl.
The Popeyes bowl, or they had a Jimmy Kimmel bowl.
Yeah.
What was that about?
Yeah, I don't
like,
know.
So just some bizarre bowl names out there. It's like
There really was
This
a
is-
Jimmy Kimmel Bowl.
I think there was a Jimmy Kimmel bowl a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Wasn't there?
Long story short, this is where the Gopher football's heading, unfortunately. Not unfortunately. I mean, the playoffs and the Big Ten championship were going to be tough, you know.
They would have had to beat Iowa.
They would have had to be real special, like Indiana special, and they're just not. That's okay.
That's fine. They can get to that point. I still think Indiana, if they play Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game, they're gonna lose.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I feel like they've had a fairly easy schedule. They're good. Yes. Don't get me wrong. Are they number 2 good? I don't know.
Well, they haven't lost yet.
Yeah, I mean, based on their record, yeah, maybe they should be number 2, but I don't know about that. We'll see about them.
Well, in Indiana's defense, they take care of business. Like, they're beating the wheels off of
Yeah,
teams.
They
that
are.
make
They're
the wheels
destroying them.
Although they did almost lose to Iowa.
They did almost.
Well, we
I
got
mean, Iowa
killed by
had that
Iowa,
game.
so what does that say about us?
I know, right? I know.
That didn't help the
And
argument
Nebraska
at all.
got killed to us. So what does that say about Nebraska?
If they played Iowa, it'd be really bad. Which
Yeah.
I think they did.
Yeah, they. Did. I think they played them better than we did,
Probably.
which
That's
which
not
makes
hard to
sense.
do.
No.
Which makes sense because that's how it goes with Minnesota sports. Or
All
the
right.
Gophers, at least.
Soccer. Loons.
Loons.
Sorry,
Loons.
did you have another point there?
No,
Oh,
we're done.
Loons. All right. So they played like rubbish on Monday. Yesterday they lost
In the pitch.
3-1 on the pitch. In Seattle, they lost 3-1. So now the series is tied 1-1. So it comes down to Saturday at 3 p.m. is the rubber match to get out of the first round. And I will be watching that at Stub and Herbs because it's at 3 o'clock, and there's no way I'll be out of there by 3 o'clock.
Unless you drink like 15 beers and 3 shots, and you'll be out of
No,
there
here's
by then. You can go
here's
to the
what I'm
game.
gonna do. I'm gonna be there by the start of the Loons game. I'm gonna call our friend Edson to see if he wants to come watch the contest with me. And as our friend who has Loon season tickets, he can actually like help me break down the game.
Yeah.
Try to give some analysis on what I'm seeing, other than maybe 2 goals.
Yep. Are they in Seattle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So 3 p.m. Final thing. This is actually a legitimate stat. Not joking around here. Our goalkeeper, Dane St. Clair, won the goalkeeper of the year.
Whoa, good for him.
So we got goaltending in Minnesota. You can't say we don't.
We have Gold Glovers in Minnesota, and they don't play for the Twins.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to love it. No, it's not easy being a goalie in soccer when you have the net that's 20 times
20
size.
times your size.
Yeah, so behind you. So, good for him. Good for Dane St. Clair.
Yeah.
I just hope Boxall does well, too.
Yep.
Boxall.
He's got to put in a big G Daddy on Saturday. Win.
Yeah.
Beat the Sounders, then we're on to round 2. So, yeah, that's the soccer talk.
I like that.
All right, Wild. They're playing right now, Jake. You see they scored.
Yeah, they did. Okay, they did score. So
This is the correct game.
this is now live. I'm
Yep.
not cheering at a highlight like I did earlier. So
It would have been really funny if they were showing like highlights from when Devin Dubnyk played and he like made an awesome save, because they were showing a lot of like highlights of
Yep.
goalies since it's goalie night, and you got all pumped up thinking that was Gustafson making
look
a
at
save.
that save. Oh my gosh!
So
Wow.
we're in the same uniforms.
Oh, wait, that guy's a lot bigger than Gustafson, wearing a lot older pads. God, those jerseys are so slick, though.
I could imagine the goalies today get shit from the old goalies because they're like, wait, it takes you 10 seconds to put your pads on. You don't have 20 buckles.
Yeah, it must be nice. Like I used to have, even just up to a couple years ago, I had pads like that from like probably 2006.
All buckles.
It's like all buckles. Like I had Reebok SR 5000s, which that dates them because they haven't been a brand or been making pads since maybe like 2012.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And
it
then
was buckles.
And
It
then
was
you
just
have
sitting there.
and
Buckle,
then you
buckle.
you have psychos like Fleury who choose to wear the pads with the buckles up until his final years, which I know we're getting a little too deep into goalie equipment, but like current goalie pads, there's maybe 3 straps max
Maybe.
that you have to put on, actually 2 if you
Yep.
don't use toe ties. And Flower, instead of switching to the new technology, would do like the 8 buckles. So you'd sit behind him and all you would see is just basically 10 belts on his legs. Crazy.
You'd see like a modern pad, but he would have it customized to have buckles on it.
Yeah. It's like
which is nuts.
It's like buying a new car, but saying put an old Toyota Camry hood on it and doors.
Put a cassette player in there while you're at it.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Make it smell like cigarettes.
Yeah.
Put an ashtray.
Put an ashtray in it. All the old stuff.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Make the blinkers actually go click, 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 click. Remember how annoying old blinkers were?
Oh yeah, and,
so loud.
And put the old roll down window on it. That was flurry with the pads.
Right. It's crazy.
I have seen goalies, even younger goalies, where they will add maybe one buckle or two buckles for extra support, but he had like the full on.
Oh, it was
buckles.
6 of them.
Yeah,
and they're brand new pads, probably way lighter than a feather, but he's got 6 belts on it because he just loves putting them in those holes.
He grew up. He loves putting them in the holes.
You see too, his wife posted on Instagram like she bought a humongous skeleton for their front yard, and he was sitting there like trying to figure it out, and he's just walking back and forth.
It looked like he had. It looked like moments before they started filming that he thought he had it figured out, and the skeleton fell apart, and he's just sitting there. He's probably like, "Oh boy."
That's like the most dude thing you can do when you're trying to figure something out. You just walk back and forth to like piles of stuff and just stare at it.
It's like, what the hell happened here?
What am I supposed to do next?
He's a true Minnesotan trying to set stuff up in his front yard, and it's breaking and falling apart. So
yeah, I wonder if he got that skeleton up. She just called his friend Bill Guerin and be like, "Hey, how do I put this up?"
Yeah, or like we can go over and help him.
Yeah.
Does he need help?
Yeah,
we can bring some beers, captain's patches.
Be like,
we can show up drunk.
What's those?
We can Uber over there.
What are those like handymen you can get on like an app? You seen those like where you can order?
Angie's List.
Oh yeah, Angie's
Some
List
kind of like that. There's a more modern, safer
Yeah.
version of that. And I saw this girl hired a guy to hang up a TV in her house, and the whole thing just crashed down.
Oh,
It's like,
oh come on now.
all right. So anyway, so the Wild, they're playing now. They beat an injury depleted Canucks team on Saturday, which was great. They also did exactly what we said they should do. They had a players only meeting, which was just obviously players. But the good thing is, instead of having it right after the game, I guess they kind of had it the next day when people wouldn't be screaming at each other.
Yep.
And they got drunk. They had the Halloween party.
Yeah.
So problem solved.
The problem solved. They reset. It's alcohol is the ultimate resetter. They got together. They partied. Bill Guerin probably yelled at a couple people too. So I think they're good. It's settled. They ended what was technically a 5-game losing streak. I know they had a couple overtime losses.
The Pittsburgh game was deplorable.
That was like I said, that was the first game I was at all year. And first off, I was so disappointed. I haven't seen the X. I haven't seen the GCA. I haven't seen that arena that empty in a long time.
Yeah.
It's a Thursday night. Tickets weren't that expensive. You're playing, Evgeny Malkin and Sidney Crosby, guys that are probably fairly close to retiring, and it's like half empty. And
anything,
depressing.
who cares how bad the Wild are? You go to see Sidney Crosby play.
But it's not like the Wild are winless at this point
Right,
either. They competed against Winnipeg on the game on Tuesday. Losing in overtime, and we score one goal in like the first period. We're all happy, and then they proceed to score 4 unanswered goals through the end of the game, and the Penguins win. And so, but they responded well against the Canucks. Is Besser injured again?
Dude, there's like 8
I don't
players
know.
out
I
on the
lose track
Canucks.
how they're all. I lost track because there's so many
Canucks
guys.
are beyond injured, which should be us. That's usually us at this point.
Yeah.
Zuccarello's coming back this week, which is awesome.
Which is huge. We need Zuki back. I saw him practicing. That's big. Stern probably back out for maybe another month-ish.
Yeah. There's also, Jake, a trend between the Vikings and the Wild stopping the bleeding. So you remember how Hines met with specifically the captains, or Bill Guerin did?
Yeah.
KOC met with the captains this week before Sunday's game. So that's the answer.
That is just
meet with the captains and start to win games.
meet with the guys, or at some point maybe Kevin O'Connell met with the captains of the Wild and Bill Guerin met with the captains of the Vikings.
Maybe
And
do a
there's
little
flip flop,
little cross pollination,
little cross
synergy,
little swinger bit. It's a little weird to say, but maybe it helps. Yes, combine that synergy of the talent of both teams and coaches and leadership. But
we're also 13-2 against the Canucks. At the G spot.
Really?
8 in a row at home we beat them. So anytime they come to town, chances are likely we're going to win.
Yeah, and it was trending though for that streak to end. I don't think we we're expecting them to win like that, but I think it could be a good reset game. I think I keep saying they're going to turn it around, and they have a fairly easy schedule coming up. With Nashville, they're already up 1-0, but hopefully, knock on wood, this doesn't turn into like the Thursday game where they score the first goal and they drop the rest of the goals. But
one of our third line wingers, Vinny Soprano, actually said he had a quote about after the Canucks game. He said, "We're 1-0 this month."
He's right.
So there's a callback to PJ.
There is.
The PJ, we're 1-0 during the bye week.
We're 1-0 during the bye week.
There's all sorts of things happening across the teams.
These
right
teams, last week, everything was going bad for all the Minnesota teams, and now they're all kind of connecting. We're connecting the dots, like the Pepe Silva and
There's
Always
a commission.
Sunny. Yeah. Yep, we're figuring it out.
Families. They all met and they were like, let's do player only meetings and new mentalities around being 1-0, and good things are happening.
We're all doing bad, but together we can all rise up.
Between the Wild and the Preds, I think whoever loses this game, I know it's early, is probably in big trouble in terms of, is this lineup going to work? I'm so confused about how the Predators are so bad. Like, they have so much talent on that team. They have a decent coach. They have what I thought was decent goaltending. And they were really bad last year. Now, I thought maybe it was because there were so many new superstars in the team. Like, you had Forsberg playing with Jonathan Marchessault, who just came off, a career year in Vegas. You have Ryan O'Reilly, who you brought in from Toronto. Then Saros still in net, and they were beyond bad.
Yep.
This year they're bad too. I don't get it. So what I'm saying, long-winded way. Oh, nice. Moose is rocking a stash. See, these are the changes we need.
They're changing up the vibes, man. Something needs to change. Oh wow, that got.
But I think whoever loses this game is gonna have to take a long look in the mirror and say, we might just suck.
Yeah.
Our roster might just be bad.
This is our existence. This is our identity. And I'm just hoping, the Wild can pull it off. This could be the start of hopefully a long winning streak.
Yeah.
To get them back in the fold.
Did you see the last time they did the throwback jerseys? Gabrick went in after the second period. Right before they gave up 2 goals, he said, don't fuck it up. And they literally proceeded to give up, three goals in 10 minutes?
Was that after the second period, or was that before
the game? It was before the game, sorry.
But still, he said, don't fuck it up. And they proceeded to just
fuck it up,
disappoint us on this throwback night against the Jets. So very cool seeing him back, though, actually, Marian Gabrick. That was great, seeing more goalies here tonight. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, they should be able to win some games coming up. I mean, they have Carolina, I believe, Thursday, which would be a tricky one. But then they go to the Islanders. I think they have the Sharks again, which maybe these aren't wins because the Sharks have already beat us. But
they did in overtime, and now we'll have Zuki back, so maybe that'll help give us a boost. So we don't have a creative player in the lineup,
right?
I mean, that can help, just having that one guy in that just adds experience. It shifts the lines around. It can be very helpful.
Yeah, I'm seeing who else.
We need Vladimir Tarasenko to keep it going.
Yeah, he's looked good. Oh, and then we got the Ducks the 15th.
Okay, they're not good.
So I think of these next 4 games, you should be able to win at least 3, 2 maybe.
Yeah, you should.
At worst, you should split.
You can almost look at it in terms of points. You got 8 possible points, get 6 points.
Yes.
Whether that's, a couple wins, couple overtime losses, or whatever. I mean, you get 6 points out of that 8.
The road trip.
Ideally 8, but get 6. Get 6.
Final thing is, I just had to call out that the Athletic comment section today was arguing about what we would get back for Rossi in a trade before the end of his deal. So
why are we talking about this?
It started with Rossi looked really good tonight back on the score sheet. Someone else said, "Yep, he's going to be gone by the end of his contract." And then it was like, well, it would be a good return package. It would be 2 firsts and a prospect. And it just snowballed into an entire conversation about a Rossi trade.
Those are the people that are just sitting on their computer and their wife is telling them to come to dinner. And like, 1 second, honey.
I got the trade
machine up. I got the trade. I got the perfect trade scenario that we're gonna take for Rossi or whatever at the end of his deal. It's like, but what?
Jake, yes, Rossi is Rossi, but the mystery box could be anything. It could even be Rossi.
Yeah, it could even be a Rossi. You never know. The random box.
See, I wish we had a weekly show with Bill Guerin because I could literally bring up stuff like this to him and just watch him melt down.
Just see him just stare at us.
Let him know it is who the fans he's always thanking are actually doing. Some of them, obviously.
Speaking of thanking fans, hey, let's shout out Lamar. He said he went to the Wild game last week and drank 5 Captain's Patches. What a fucking
Well done,
guy.
Lamar.
Wow, we love you, Lamar.
Well done, Lamar. What section did you get him from? 105, 115, or C13?
Or were you up in the club level?
He had good seats.
Okay.
I saw it on his Instagram story and his Instagram feed.
Hell yeah, Lamar.
Yeah, we had a good. I noticed we had a good amount of people, tagging us on Thursday.
Yeah.
It was fun. It's a good time. It is such a good beer. That was my first time obviously in the arena this year, and having a beer. I don't even think I've ever had it from C13, to be honest with you, since it's been in the arena. Like, it was the cans
Only
are
place
good,
you can get it on tap.
but tap beer is just so much better. All beer, all drinks. You know what I mean? But still great in a can. Not dogging that, but having it on the self pour and just sitting in the nice club seats, and it was awesome.
It's one of the many
time.
benefits of sitting club if you can afford it.
Yes. Well, dude, club tickets, dude. I was looking at them today. $40 for club today.
Wow. Yeah, I did see that the price. I saw lower bowl tickets going for 46 before fees.
Yeah, and our club tickets last week were only 50, and even I noticed last couple of years when the Wild are even doing well, club tickets can be so expensive, and a lot of people have them as season tickets or get them. Like,
Can't sell them for a high asking price, so last second you snag them.
You can snag them for like $80 sometimes. And
yeah.
club level is awesome. Like, not a lot of lines up there or anything like that. I do kind of like being the lower level because you do feel like you're more with a lot of the fans, or even upper level. But club level has almost like a suite vibe to it, but not sweets. But it's affordable. So
bathroom lines are shorter. Less of a zoo walking around the concourse.
yeah, you can get drinks or food and into the bathroom at a period intermission pretty damn easily. I should bring up last week, I brought this up to you, but apparently when I walked away, some guy turned around to our buddies Bill and Alex and said, turned around, does that guy ever shut the fuck up? Referring to me. And I don't even think I was actually that bad that game. Like, I've been at games where I get really maybe a little hammered, and I'm announcing like Paul Allen, which has happened before when I also had a guy turn around. I was just talking a lot about the game, but everyone was talking.
This isn't the first time it's happened.
No, this isn't the first time this has happened. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're at a public sporting event. I'm not being obstructive. I'm not hitting your seat. I'm not like yelling in your ear. I'm not being overly drunk, falling down, screaming in somebody's face like I saw at the Blackhawks game 10 years ago and I saw a guy get kicked out. I was just talking about the game, having a couple beers and not even announcing, just, whatever, just being myself, and this guy was pissed off.
Not even announcing.
Yeah, when I had to disclose that because that's when it can be a little annoying. But like, it depends on you, because we've been to a lot of Wild games where I've been a lot worse, and people are like, "Yeah, let's fucking go." And
some people love it. Other guys just
sit at home if you're gonna be upset about someone talking behind you at a public sporting event. Holy shit, dude! It bothers the living hell out of me. And the thing is, I don't even think our buddy Alex even defended me. It's like, yeah, he does. Okay,
Yeah.
well, tell this guy to shut the fuck up. Like, bro, you're at a sporting event.
Or
I
at
don't
least
care how
he
annoying
should have
I
just
am.
said it to your face.
Yeah, at least turn around and be like, dude, can you shut up?
Say it to his friends.
Yeah, dude, after I walk away, it's just, it's so annoying when people do that, dude. You're at a public event.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, my goodness, I'm talking about the game. I'm excited. Come on now. Say it to my face at least, man.
Yeah.
That was so dumb.
Lamar's going to be at Stubborn Herbs.
Oh, all right.
Saturday?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you there, Lamar. I'll be there from 9
Stubbs.
a.m. to
Hey.
2 p.m.
Oh,
Fuck yeah,
we'll
Lamar.
get to that. We'll get
okay.
to that.
All right. Yeah, I know where you're going with that.
Yeah.
To the end. Let's talk about the Wolves quick. So they're hanging in there. They're winning games. They beat the Brooklyn Nets last night, who don't have any players left.
I don't know who is on the team. I didn't recognize any. I mean, of course, I recognize some of the players, but I don't really I'm like.
Obviously,
They didn't go after anybody in the offseason? Like, you guys were giving up before the season started?
Obviously, they had one of the first super teams, at least in the modern era, with Durant, Harden, and Ben Simmons, who ended up being a disaster, and someone else, can't remember. But they blew up that, and I guess they just haven't done anything since. I mean, maybe they have prospects and draft picks, but I guess that's why if you're going to swing and miss on a super team, you're fucked. But Ant is still out, although he is helping make an impact from the bench. I don't know if you saw that guy in the Lakers scored like 27 points. Jake LaRavia.
The LaRavia, like, he's young guy, 24. Yeah, he weren't the fans?
Yeah, so a fan goes, "Who is number 12?" and Ant just yells, "That's what I'm saying. I don't know."
But then he proceeds to just,
Scored 27 points, went 10 for 11 shooting, 5 for 6 from the 3-point line. Not bad.
proceeded to dominate us. And I guess he, what did he say in response to that again? He was in a presser and he was asked about it. I forgot what he said, but it was just a very humble thing. He's like, well, I think he just said, I don't know. I wouldn't know who I am either.
Yeah,
he said something like that.
Obviously, there's so many players in the NBA that casual fans like us will never know the names of and don't know. But if Anthony Edwards is asking who is that guy, that's actually a good thing.
Yeah,
I
know.
It's like when a rock star is walking in a bar and someone's singing and they're like, "Who is that?" and then they somehow end up part of their band. Yeah. It's like that.
Exactly. So he's going to be. It obviously motivated the guy, so good for him. But Edwards, I saw I thought they were going to kind of falter a little bit without Edwards, even though they're playing some bad teams. But they won now 2 games on the road.
Yep.
I think Charlotte and Brooklyn, granted, not the best teams. We probably honestly can still beat these teams without Edwards. But it was just a little worrisome that seeing Edwards go out, and then we were 2-3, and we're like, oh no.
Well, and then there was
a
point where it was the end of the third quarter or something, and I saw we were tied with Brooklyn. I'm like, if we lose to this team, that's not good.
But then we just absolutely went off in the fourth, which is fine. So whatever, 1-2 road games back to back, take it or leave it. Edwards will be back soon.
Yep. DiVincenzo's wearing a mask now. Did you see that?
Yeah, no, him, DiVincenzo, and is kind of keeping our team afloat too. As well as scoring points. I love seeing the mask bid.
I think they all need to wear masks.
They should.
I think they need to get team masks.
They should at least did it for
Halloween. You just look so much more like a dog when you're wearing a mask. You're driving the paint, and you throwing right into a foul and yell, "Ah!"
You look like
you got the mask on.
You look like the gladiator.
Yeah,
like Russell Crowe's
badass.
Gladiator. It really is badass.
Sarge, you watched the game last night, right?
Yeah.
How was that? Did you like the mask?
I think they should decorate them like old goalie masks, dude. How sick would that
be? Like a Jason mask?
Yep.
Yeah.
A Halloween special?
They could have. I mean, they played on Halloween. They should have did something, or DiVincenzo at least should have did something with the mask.
Just paint it like green, like Frankenstein.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't, inhibit your vision. But, I think there's probably some stupid rule that the NBA, you can't do that or whatever.
Yeah. So they got the Knicks tomorrow night. That'll be a good test. Karl Anthony Towns
is back.
Yep.
Yeah. Or no, is that in New York?
Jalen Brunson, I believe it's in New York.
Yeah, they're on this little road trip.
Yeah. So that'll be a good test without Ant. When is Ant supposed to come back?
Soon. The 10K Howells posted on their story that he's questionable for tomorrow. So
so knowing the NBA, he probably won't play.
No.
Load
management won't
manages
play.
loads.
Yeah, he's gonna manage he's gonna take a load probably during the game, but he's not gonna play yet.
He does need to manage.
Or take a dump.
He should manage his loads.
Unload. Yeah.
I mean, anyone with all the kids he's got.
Yeah. Right. Oh yeah. Gosh, he has load management. You're right. He needs to manage the load of his kids, but also manage his own load.
Yes. If they could win tomorrow night without him, though, that'd be a big win, especially against a team that was coming off another Eastern Conference Finals. So.
Yeah, and then who's their other big player on their team that I keep forgetting?
Well, there's Jalen Brunson.
There's
Cat.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson's the guy I'm thinking of. He's really good.
But then they're off. So after tomorrow night, they're off until the 10th when they play the Utah Jazz. So that's all I got.
Yeah. Well, did you see that?
Follow 10K Howells if you want the best.
You want more
analysis.
Wolves? We'll watch. I'll try to watch when I can. It's just not as, as much as some other teams. But
yeah.
I saw they were talking about Ja Morant to Minnesota. You see some of those rumors?
I did see. I saw some of those AI edits.
Yeah.
Him in a Timberwolves jersey.
Oh man, dude, the amount of guns interstate.
Yeah, the crime.
Will go up. Not necessarily crime, but Ja Morant, he has the issue with the guns, and
I want it for the content. I want to make gun jokes with him.
Yeah, it would be great.
It doesn't really make sense when he's not your own player, but if he was on our team, we could be like, he shot really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The T-Wolves pulled the trigger on a trade for Ja Morant.
Yes. Use that in the graphic.
Yeah, right.
Pulled the trigger.
Yeah, pulled the trigger. Oh yeah, you put that on. You see a photoshopped edit of Ja Morant in a Wolves jersey. Pulled trigger.
That was like when you found out Carson Wentz's wife was pregnant with their fourth daughter during the game he got hurt.
Yeah.
And there was a picture of Carson Wentz and it said pregnant. Like it's a graphic.
Oh man.
Or Charlie McAvoy during the Four Nations, infected.
Nothing will beat that. infected.
Infected.
And the thing is, these pages are still doing stuff like that. Injured.
Yes.
You know, it's like okay.
It's good clickbait because I go to it every time.
Yeah, me too.
All right, let's cap off the show, Jake. You want to go for hoops?
Go for hoops. They played.
I don't know, undefeated.
They defeated Gander Mountain.
Yep.
Gardner Webb last night by almost 30 points in their season opener. I will say though, this is a type of game, and Cam, our producer Cam, messaged me about it. He's like, let's just. I know we played Gardner Webb or whatever cooking institute we played, but Ben Johnson would have found a way to only win this game by 4. And he did.
Are we doing that already?
No. I mean, we won this game by like 28.
No, I know. I'm saying, are we already like comparing?
Yeah.
It's too early to compare.
It is way too early to compare, but I mean, Ben Johnson would almost lose to these teams.
Yeah.
But no, Gardner Webb is no. They're not Gonzaga. They're not that Bulldog.
I did see a Bulldog and I saw a G and I thought they were playing Gonzaga at first look.
This was one of those fucking games I couldn't even watch because it was on Big Ten Plus, and you got to pay $8 a month to watch it, and it's students announcing it. I mean, shout out!
You're an alumni of the Big Ten.
I was
Plus,
alumni
Jake.
of the Big Ten Plus.
You gotta support the network.
Yeah, no, I do. I should have paid for it and
forward to those
them.
who come after you.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You know, they should be paying me to watch them.
I don't blame you.
But no, I did pay attention on the box score. I was seeing some highlights, and Cade Tyson, transfer from North Carolina, I believe, is a amazing 30 points. I mean, he had like back-to-back points. The Gophers started a 20-1 run to start the game. So I know they're playing Gardner Webb or Gander Mountain, whatever. But they looked solid. They looked like they're coached well by Nico Medved. They looked like they're playing well. The chemistry is there. It looks good for this Gopher Hoops team. Jalen Crocker Johnson, which is a hell of a name, by the way. He's one of the transfers, or one of maybe two or only transfer that came from Colorado State.
Crocker what?
Jalen Crocker Johnson. Jalen Betty Crocker.
Yeah. Crocker Barrel.
Yeah, Crocker Barrel. The Crocker Barrel. If he starts going off, he was second on the team in points last night, I think, with 13 points. He looked good. But yeah, they play Alcorn State on Saturday, 11 a.m.
That's why I love college, dude. It always starts off with these games against not real teams.
This is a big game.
Same with like football.
Yeah, they are especially in college basketball, dude. I mean, there's like 400 Division I schools.
Yeah.
And that's why they talk about increasing the size of the NCAA tournament, because I swear like 30 teams are just randomly generated and make the tournament
because they won a conference you've never heard of.
They won a conference. They won the the
Mountain North.
The Mountain North, or before you know it, we're going to see the East Canadian Coastal Conference.
Yeah,
you're going to see teams out of Nova Scotia just competing in the NCAA
from
basketball.
The East Coast Hockey League that even makes it. ECHL.
Well, there was that. I brought it up last year. But when they had that Sports Dome show on Comedy Central a long time ago, which didn't last for very long, they made fun of the selection show. And we're now going to take a look at our 1,036 team field, and we have the team out of the West Truck Driving School Conference. Yeah. The California Institute of Truck Drivers just barely made it into the tournament, and it's stuff like that. We're just going to see it. You can make jokes like that all day, but I don't know. The Gophers are trying. They haven't made the NCAA tournament since 2019.
Now they got a guy who's been there.
They have a guy who's been there
last year.
Almost made it to the Elite Eight, or he almost made it. He lost in the Sweet 16 last second. Nico Medved. They play Elkhorn State Saturday, 11 a.m. So if I go to that, maybe I could pregame and postgame Stubb and Herbs.
Yeah, you should.
What time does the bar open?
9 a.m.
Oh man, I should go there and pregame.
Yeah,
if I can get someone to go, tickets are like $10 for like first row.
I'd go with you if I didn't have to. If I didn't have to stay.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about going to that.
You can just FaceTime me the whole game, and I can just watch. Well, I guess they'll have it on. Will this be broadcasted probably at Stubbs?
I mean,
they have Big Ten Plus.
I don't even know if college is on the U of M campus at Big Ten Plus. I can double check, but I'm pretty sure it's on Big Ten Plus. I mean, who the hell it's an
11 a.m. start.
They play in Peacock.
Okay, there you go.
They're going to definitely have Peacock going. Yeah. And then they play at Missouri on Wednesday. That's actually a big game.
Jake,
okay.
you can start the day with me at Stubbs at 9. We'll do that. You'll go to the game. You'll come back, and we can watch the Loons with Ed Sones.
Sure, that could be a day, not for sure. But
next thing you know, you just intentionally spend the entire day at Stubb and Herbs too.
Minus like an hour and a half or 2 hours. I'm playing Elkhorn State, but
hey, I was at Stubb and Herbs after the Gopher game Saturday for a good 4 hours, and I'm like, I could stay here another 4 pretty easily.
Yeah, that bar is so fun. It's such a great post game bar too for football and everything.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a good bar. It's a really fun bar.
Another reminder: I will be at Stub and Herb's all day on Saturday.
Can you do me a favor and make a video and then do like a piss counter? How many pisses you take?
I can take some stats.
Yeah, dude, take some stats.
I'm gonna have Mason and Isaac there. We're gonna put together a long form. I'll definitely be
Nice.
live. I'll definitely be live tweeting. Try to think of some other things. Maybe I'll do a Loons breakdown after that game because I'm gonna be shit faced.
by the time that ends around 5:30. I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna probably have 2 square meals there at least.
Yeah,
You
you
can
can
order 2 different things on the menu.
do food reviews. Maybe you could order more. Why not? While you're there.
Maybe switch up the spot so I don't get like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, or your legs are about to fall off.
Yeah.
You need to probably stand a little bit.
Maybe I'll sit out in the porch for a couple hours just to switch up the view.
Maybe they'll have a DJ on the patio. I don't know. I know they do that during football game days, Gopher game days, but who knows?
I'll go down to the sketchy basement and cry.
Yeah, you can go down there a couple times, have a couple beers down there, look at yourself in the mirror that they have just plastered
Question
across
what
the
I'm
wall.
doing at 28 while all my relatives are married and have kids, and then I'm sitting at Stub and Herb's for 9 hours.
Doing a Mr. Beast type
Yeah.
challenge.
Oh, I should make a Mr. Beast thumbnail for that.
You should, and just
With his
I
big-
stayed in a bar for
big
12
face.
hours.
Yes.
Oh man,
Down.
we gotta do it. Just sneak Mr. Beast on the thumbnail for no reason.
Yep. Yeah, he'll be on
Oh
there.
man, yeah, Mr. Beast will be there doing all the narrating.
Also, really trying to get Stub and Herb's to sell Captain's Patch.
Yeah, you'll have 8 hours to pitch them. So pitch.
You can buy. That's a good point. If at one point I'm like, all right, it'll be like a filibuster.
Yep.
Basically, I'll just talk until everyone gets bored and
I'm not going to leave this bar. You can try to kick me out until you sign a contract with Captain's Patch
Yeah.
to put it on tap.
they're like, wait, but you're gonna sit here and keep spending money? Okay.
Okay,
We'll
deal.
keep hearing the pitch.
Well, we'll bring security in here to pull you out anyway. So
Yeah.
keep saying what you want to do, or keep saying.
Pitch 1 is
keep
going to
saying
be, not slurred whatsoever. The pitch 6 is just going to be, you guys.
It's a good beer.
So I'm wondering. So I originally thought I didn't have to go there till 11. Now I see I have to go there at 9, which is brutal.
So it opens at 9. Yes, which means you stay.
Do
You
those
can sit there and leave
those
earlier.
11 a.m. games get like rowdy in the mornings? There's no chance it's going to be like packed.
Oh, for
in there.
basketball?
You think? Is it going to be busy there at 9?
Probably not, unless they do sometimes have an 11 a.m. game once in a while in like January when they're playing conference. If it was like top conference,
Like it's going to be
opponent,
me
sure,
and
but
10 other dudes, right?
There will be people. There are diehards, maybe like including myself, that do go to those basketball games, and they
Yeah.
probably will go to Sub and Herbs before the game.
And there's
or
no football
Sally's.
this week, so
Yeah, but
they're already 1-0 in the bye week.
you are going to get probably some regulars that go in there, or even some students that are going to go in there and watch football.
Right.
There is other
Right.
college football, not the entire NCAA is
UND,
on a bye week.
NDSU. Going back to the reason I lost the bet, the football team plays North Dakota
beautiful.
State. Got the Loons. There's be some puck on. I think the Wild play at 6.
Okay.
Is that the game against? Who do they play that game? They play the Islanders.
Islanders.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
anyways, if you want to come hang out. Stub and Herbs. I will literally be there all day Saturday. So, anything else, boys? Good show. Anything else we want to mention other than get the 97 throwback hat, 10ktakesmn.com. Get the Skull Dozer hat as well.
Yep.
Selling these still, and there's a shot glass under there. The Air Jettas hat, not Air Jettas, just the gritty Jettas.
I got one thing here.
$18.
So,
Oh, no.
what are the stipulations of said drinking all day? Like, do you have a
weren't-
goal in mind? Like, how many beers are you thinking you're going to take down?
I
or-
don't know. I don't want to get out of control just to get out of there faster. I genuinely enjoy being at Stub and Herbs, so I'm probably gonna pace myself.
It's probably that's a very mature thing of you.
I'm also
man.
28. This does not need to be like my 21st again, where I drink as much as possible.
Are you going to be over 10 beers?
For sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, good. So double digits. Any shots?
I'll do I'll do a couple.
I'm gonna do a
shots.
couple of
Let's
shots.
see here. So
People are gonna come in here now and just bombard this bar and know you're doing this, and
there
they're
are
gonna be
already
buying you
people who said
shots.
they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
So wait, 45 minutes for each pounder. So if I have like 10 pounders.
45 minutes, or
45 minutes for a pound. We take out 45 minutes for a pounder, 30 minutes for a 12 ounce.
Okay. I thought
So
it was
if
an
I drink,
hour. Okay, that's fine.
if I drink 10 pounders, It's 450 minutes. Divide that by 60. That's 7.5 hours off. So if I drink 10 beers and 2 shots, 9 hours, that means I'm only in there till 6. That's still a really long day.
That still is a long. I mean, that's
a really long day.
It's a shift. That's 9 hours. Yeah, because when do they close? Like 1 a.m. that night? Or 2?
Oh wait, yeah, I did the math wrong.
What are their?
I don't know. There's too many variables here. I'm gonna enjoy myself and probably
1 a.m.
I'm guessing I'll be at So it's 9 a.m. to 1 a.m. They're
Well,
open.
it says 11 a.m. to 1 a.m.
Yeah, but they quote tweeted my tweet and said we're opening especially early because of the Gopher basketball.
Yeah,
game.
that would make that's perfect. Yeah, you're right. That makes sense. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Yeah, okay, perfect.
So-
9 a.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 a.m. They're closed. They're closing. They're open at 1 a.m. every night. They're
That's a
open till
long
1
shift
a.m.
for them
tonight.
to work.
Tuesday. Well, dude, college kid. You remember being in college? Like
Yeah.
they go out on a Tuesday.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And get plastered.
They're like,
you
oh,
know?
I have one class tomorrow. I'm not going to it.
Yeah.
No,
No,
I'm not
they'll
gonna
use them Tuesday night to get tuned up.
Yeah.
That's fine, and that's okay.
All right, folks. Well, that just about does it. Thanks so much for watching, listening to another edition of the Tuesday Run.